What's up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. As always, I'm Robbie. This is Kyle. Kyle, how are you? Good to see you as always.
Nice to see you too, Robbie. You know, back after a 2 week, what was it, 2 weeks since we did our...
I thought it was just a week.
Was it 1 week?
Yeah, I think we were just off last week.
I think we were,
I know we were off last week, but I'm pretty sure we did one the week before that.
We did. Yep, that was a good episode.
We did. We don't remember what it is, but it was good.
I thought it was
that the Craig one? Yeah, it was Craig and Sky. Yeah,
that was good episodes.
Yeah, see, I remember these things. You don't.
I don't remember that many things, except for He-Man and his fabulous secret game.
Oh god, yeah. Anyway, you should have seen this guy before the episode started. He was going off a little bit.
No, I wasn't doing anything. I was just...
Okay. Anyway, before we get completely sidetracked by that disturbing moment, we are very happy to be back after a 1 week hiatus. And for those of you who don't know, well, you probably do know because you are watching the show, football season is right around the corner. Yes, the NFL and college and high school season is upon us. There are preseason games and preseason trainings and all that fun stuff going on.
We remember how awesome that was.
Yeah. See, I was smart. I got out after my freshman year in high school, so I didn't have to go through like the real 2-a-day practices.
That was brutal. It was worth it, but it was brutal.
Yeah, but what we wanted to talk about tonight is our beloved defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. I don't know why I had to pause so many times while I was setting that up. It's dramatic effect.
It's what we call the Christopher Walken effect, Robbie. So.
But
awkward pauses. Wow.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, so tonight we wanted to preview the 2017 season for your, again, defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. They're right in the middle of their preseason schedule right now. In fact, they actually have a preseason game tomorrow. We're filming this on Thursday. They have a preseason game in Detroit tomorrow. Their third I think it's their third and final preseason game. I'm not sure. I'll have to check the schedule on that. Anyway, there's a lot of excitement around this 2017 Patriot team because they had quite the offseason, acquiring a lot of talent, including Brandon Cooks, wide receiver from the New Orleans Saints, Stephon Gilmore, cornerback from the Buffalo Bills. They picked up a couple of key defensive linemen. They picked up David Harris, linebacker from the Jets. They picked up Mike Gillensley, running back from Buffalo. The list just sort of goes on and on. It seemed like every other day they were like making a pickup. But when you sort of add that on, this is how I want to start off with. Well, this is how I want to start off, is that when you add all those talented players onto what they already had, coming off of a Super Bowl season last season, expectations are very high around here this season.
Yeah, definitely. Oof. I mean, with Tom, a lot of people I think thought, especially like Tom Brady was going to retire, but no, he's sticking it out. He's like, hey, I'm still going. I still got a few more seasons.
40 years old and still kicking, yeah.
Yeah, no, I got to admire the guy, Him and Belichick, I mean, I don't know. I think they're going to turn out another really good season. I think they have another really great chance of winning, just like last season. So, yeah, we'll have to see. But, I think they have a pretty good lineup this year. Yeah.
I agree. I mean, you just look at every position and you're just like, wow. Yeah. I mean, really, that's the only word you can really use in a situation like this. Wow. I mean, when you compare it especially to the other teams, within their own division and just within the NFL in general. And I mean, Gronk, if he stays healthy, will be back and dominating. Edelman, Amendola, Malcolm Butler on defense. Hightower signed a contract extension this season. I mean, just because when you sort of put those, new pieces together with, the pieces that have already been there, I mean, it just looks like a team that will be unstoppable this season. And I mean, Kyle, obviously being the defending Super Bowl champion, there is going to be quite a target on the Patriots' backs. But that never really seems to, I mean, they've had that situation before, and it's never really seemed to affect them.
No, even with Gronk, down, like it's like they were still able to win. People didn't think they could win after Gronk's injury, but as long as they don't make that same mistake. But even having said that, you're right. They pulled through. They're just a team that really prospers. I think under the coaching of Bill Belichick and with Tom Brady being there, I think they really get that momentum. I think they really. It doesn't matter who's on the field really at that point. It's just everyone just has this really positive attitude. They just want to win the game. It's like,
do your job.
Exactly. They just
they have all those slogans. Do your job, no days off, one more game. The Patriots have basically become a team of catchphrases almost, but it works for them. That's their identity.
Exactly. They really, I think, show really the greatest side of football and really just that working mentality. It's like they're there and they make the best of what they got. Doesn't matter if it's of who's there. Every team player just does the best they can, and they get the results. End of story.
No, it's very true. Now we are obviously we both like football. We both watch it, but we are not football gurus by any stretch of the imagination. But we are right now going to attempt to give really just baseless opinions and baseless predictions. We're basically just going to throw ourselves out there, and either we'll be geniuses or just mocked for all eternity. And so the first question that I want us both to predict, Kyle, is who will be the Patriots, not the NFL or anything like that, but who will be the Patriots team MVP this season?
The team MVP, man. I mean, it's like that's kind of a hard choice. They got a lot of really great, good players.
Pick one.
Jeez. I'd probably say either Edelman or Brady. I'd say one of those two.
I say pick one, and he picks two.
Brady. Okay, I'll go with Brady.
Are you going to go with Brady? I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
I think Brady will be amazing again this season. By the way, I got a point. I have my Brady GOAT, greatest of all shirt.
There you go.
Greatest of all time shirt on. Here's the GOAT right here with the 12 on it. Bought that a few weeks ago. Really, really digging it.
You got the GOAT. My cousin, I didn't tell you guys, my cousin Cam has a Khal Drogo action figure. I don't know if any of you guys watch Game of Thrones. Craig and I mentioned a lot of it last episode. Khal Drogo in season 1 was this really tough warrior kind of dude, and he my cousin Cam took an action figure of him, painted the number 12 on him, and he kind of.
I was wondering where you were going.
No, I'm going to nerd territory, but I'm bringing it right back to here. So
okay.
It's just this like number 12. Tom Brady even did like the little football paint, whatever you call it.
Nice.
Very
nice. Borat. That's my movie reference of the day.
Very nice.
But I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball for mine. I'm going to say Malcolm Butler. I think Malcolm Butler, ever since that Super Bowl interception a couple of years ago, I mean, he's sort of been one of their key factors defensively, along with like Dante Hightower and Vince Wilfork before he left, and Chandler Jones before he left. But I think Butler, I think he's a bit upset that he didn't because he was a restricted free agent this year, and no team really signed him to a big contract like he wanted. So he's basically playing on a 1-year deal this year, and so I think he's going to use that as inspiration. Sort of use that as motivation to really go out and have a fantastic season this season. Especially, with him and Gilmore at like the two cornerback positions, that's going to be a dynamic duo defensively. And I just think he is poised to have like one of his best years in the league this year. So I'm going to go a little bit off the beaten path there and say Malcolm Butler.
I'll be honest. No, now that you mention him, that's a really good choice. That's a good call.
All right, second prediction here is will the Patriots? This is a big one right here, but we either go big or go home on this show. Well, we still go home, but we,
best of both worlds.
Yeah. Will the Patriots go 19-0? Will the Patriots be the first team since the Miami Dolphins to have an undefeated season?
That's a tough one. I think they definitely have a chance. It's hard though. That's a tough one. I think they definitely have the ability to, but I'm going to predict that there may be a couple here and there that they might, not a couple victories they won't achieve right away.
A couple losses.
Couple losses, yeah.
I'm gonna step out on a limb. I'm gonna say that they're gonna do it.
Think so?
I'm gonna say with all the talent that they have, again, I'm probably gonna be wrong here. They probably will lose a game or two, but I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to go on a limb and say they're going to go 19-0 this year. They're going to win the Super Bowl. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl anyway, but I think they're going to go. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to finally be that team that's going to take it all the way and not lose a game. Right. Again, probably going to be wrong, and watch they'll lose the first game of the season, but I think they're going to do it. Right. But Patriots, please don't be like 15-0 and then lose like the last regular season game because that would really stink.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, next, final predictor question, and I think this one's going to be.
I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Pretty easy one for the two of us. Will the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year? Yes, double thumbs up on that one. Yeah, I think they're going to win. It'll be interesting to see. I think the two teams that are going to give them the biggest run out of the NFC, potential Super Bowl opponents, are going to be Dallas and Atlanta. Mm-hmm. But Dallas just lost their starting running back for the first 6 games of the season due to suspension. And Atlanta, I think their starting running back is injured or is banged up a little bit. But I don't see a team that's going to, beat them in the Super Bowl. Just with the talent that they have. Again, the Giants, shocked them, in the 2007 Super Bowl, or the 2008 Super Bowl, but I just don't see that happening this time around. I think they're gonna. I said they were gonna go 19-0, so obviously I'm gonna predict that they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think Tom Brady's gonna get his 6th Super Bowl ring.
There you go.
And I also have another prediction.
Okay.
I also have another prediction. And this is going to come as a shock. This is going to be like the shock of the century right here.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know.
I think if the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year, I think Tom Brady is going to retire.
Really?
After this season. I think if they win another Super Bowl and he gets his 6th at 41 years old, or 41 years old, I think he's going to retire.
Okay.
That's my honest opinion. I honestly, these people who say he's going to be around 3-4 years, I just don't see it. He's kind of been showing a little, he's been great. Obviously last year he was amazing. And even the year before that when they did make the Super Bowl, he was great as well. But, at his age, having to play a 16-game season plus, potentially 3 playoff games, that's a grind. Because what people forget is last year he missed the first 4 games of the season due to the Deflategate suspension. So he basically came back and only had to play 12 games plus the playoff games.
Yeah.
So I think there's a difference there. That's 4 less games and he has to play him. You know what I mean? So it's like, to me, I felt like that makes a difference. So I think if this year, having to go through that full grind, and then potentially, and then especially if he wins that ring, I think he's going to call it quits. That's just my honest opinion. But
okay.
I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I'd love to see the guy stick around, till he's 100 if he could. I mean, no, I'm just kidding.
Anyone in a wheelchair,
yeah. Seriously, you could probably still be better than any quarterback out there, even in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, I have this feeling, especially the fact they held on to Jimmy Garoppolo and all these different sort of signs point to he might be nearing the end sooner than we may think here. But we will see. And
only time will tell, I guess,
yeah.
Right?
I mean, so if that is the case, then I think we should just enjoy this season and just enjoy all the time that we have left with number 12, the GO, as our starting quarterback. But now we're gonna switch gears here and sort of wrap things up. With now that we've completely gone out on ledges and probably going to make ourselves look like fools. We're going to now move on to the end of our show and to our monologues. And I'm going to go first if that's okay.
That's all right.
Because a few weeks ago, if you were watching, when we had our pal Doug on the last time, and this is actually, happened during the monologue, I made a very sort of boisterous prediction that the Celtics were not going to be able to trade for Kyrie Irving from the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, I'm just here. This is a rarity for me. Like I know this is me we're talking about here, but I'm here to eat some crow a little bit. I didn't think it was possible, but as most of you know, 2 days ago, the Celtics traded for Kyrie Irving. They traded, Isaiah Thomas, Ante Zizic, Jay Crowder, and the Brooklyn pick for Kyrie Irving. But you know what? In this case, I'm happy to eat crow. Because I feel like, and I've been telling people this, I've sort of been hearing mixed feelings from people that I've been talking to and listening on sports radio and stuff like that. I think this is a good move for the Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss IT. Don't get me wrong. Isaiah Thomas did amazing things here, especially last season, especially for what he was going through, with losing his sister and just all these different things. Like, he balled out last season. There's no question about it. But Kyrie Irving, I feel like gives the Celtics a better chance right now to make it to the NBA Finals. And plus, Kyrie's younger than Isaiah Thomas.
Oh, okay.
He's taller than Isaiah Thomas. And he has 2 more years left on his contract, whereas Isaiah Thomas, this is his last year of his current contract.
Oh, okay.
So the Celtics have Irving locked up for at least 2 more years, and then he has a player option for a 3rd year. But I think, especially, given, the fact that they, picked up Gordon Hayward and still have Al Horford and all those guys, I just think that this makes this team better. And I think that they have a really good chance now of overtaking the Cavaliers and making it out of the Eastern Conference and into the NBA Finals. Will it happen? It remains to be seen. You never know. I mean, obviously, you don't know, what's going to happen until the games actually start for real. That's why these predictions we're making could either make us look like geniuses or blow up right in our faces. But my main point of that whole long monologue was that I like the Kyrie Irving deal, even though it makes me eat some crow from my previous comment.
Well, no, I understand where you're coming from. I think it's a very good strategic move for the Celtics so, man, you're right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. You got anything for us this week?
I actually do believe
wow.
And it is sports related.
Okay.
It's not a really nerdy one, like I always do. So just a quick shout out to my friend at work. Her name is Deepa. She's going to the U.S. Open this coming weekend.
The tennis tournament.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out for that.
Nice.
Hope you have a good time over there, and let us know how you like it. Because we haven't really ever seen a tennis match, I don't think, before, right?
I don't think I've ever actually seen like a professional like tennis match in person.
Yeah, me neither.
Never.
Like, we've seen it on TV a few times.
The problem is that there aren't really that many tournaments like around here. Like the closest professional tournament is the U.S. Open.
Yeah, you're right, and that's in like
New York.
So it's like, yeah, so
it's a bit of a hike, you know.
A little bit. I mean, if you don't mind driving, up to 4 or 5 hours, depending on. I mean, no. I mean, is it near the city or is it? I forget exactly.
It's in Flushing, which is
Flushing, right.
Which is like sort of out beyond New York City.
Yeah,
you can get there on the. It's easier to get there on the subway. I feel like from.
Okay, so you usually stop in Manhattan and just go right there. So yeah, I mean, it sounds. I mean, we'll definitely have to keep track of it on TV when it goes on.
Yeah,
so.
it's usually all over ESPN and CBS, all that stuff. So you'll definitely be able to see it. There's no question. But enjoy Deep. I know she's a big fan of the show.
Shout out.
First of all, thank you as always for watching, and enjoy the U.S. Open.
Should be good.
Have fun.
Be good. Yeah, and give us all the details on it, and let us know how it is.
She become our on couch talking sports tennis expert.
I know, right? We need a little more on tennis, on this show.
Tennis and golf. If anybody knows anything about golf,
yeah, like we can always take some more info on that on either of those sports.
Exactly. But that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I know I have like cousins who have been to the U.S. Open in past years. I guess it's a really good time.
Nice. I can imagine. Like, how long is the U.S. Open usually?
Usually goes about a week, I think, a week or so.
Okay, all right.
So usually starts like the week before Labor Day and then ends like immediately following Labor Day.
Okay, that's
essentially.
Cool. I mean, I remember at least seeing it on TV a couple times, in past summers, and I remember it getting pretty heated.
I actually the funny thing is, I actually enjoy watching like the big tennis tournaments. Like I'll actually sit down and watch a tennis match on TV. Golf, no way.
Yeah.
But tennis, like I've watched Wimbledon matches. Like I've watched like U.S. Open or Australian Open or even like French Open, all those different tournaments. Like it's actually interesting to watch some of these matchups.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like it's kind of similar to track and field, to like the Olympics. I feel like it's kind of a world sport. A lot of different countries.
Right.
It's kind of cool seeing everyone.
No, it's fun. It's a fun time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is going to wrap up another edition of On a Couch Talking Sports. For Kyle, I'm Robbie. Signing off. Thank you for watching as always, everybody. Go Pats, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
I said, hey, what's going on?